Lights out, away we go for the third time this season as Damian Lobbet leaves it lane and makes his way out towards turn number 1. But immediately Kirkland on the charge. Kirkland up into P2 as they come through the opening corner. As everybody roars their way through the left-hand 90-degree hand corner. They make the way on towards turn 2 without a flash of instance. They make the way all the way through the sweepers and up towards turn 5 for the first major braking zone. But so far, everybody making it through clean. Was they made the way down towards what was that? I do believe this was turn 10. Well, this is Stephen Parker Hamilton loses the rear car slightly, and you can see there Parker Hamilton having to slow the car down in order to try and get it back together. But Connie coming through the corner just after him was flat out in the Ferrari and just had no time to react. And you'll see Eddie Ferrari, number 12 Ferrari coming up behind. That was Charles Phillips. As they made the way through the corner, it was a bit of contact there between Phillips and Sherwood, and it sent Sherwood on round. And as they come up towards turn 5, Parker Hamilton's going to go all in, and Maddox there, all in the wrong place at the wrong time. As Armstrong goes on, Maddox follows him, and Parker Hamilton will come from Armstrong, will lose not just the opportunity to go hunting after what was Kerry Goran, but now it's the fend off Maddox, who's trying to make a recovery here. 7 right now, Beaver stays behind, but meanwhile Steinar Sani looks up the inside of Thomas Barjack for what is P6 in the AM class, and as they make the way out to the right and up towards turn number 8, Stanley gains another place. Saunders is thinking about a move. If he switches back and he goes for a very late drive on the brakes, and well, that came out of nowhere, but Lobbet cuts back and Saunders can't get it stopped in time, and Damian Lobbet says, I've seen this one too many times before, Rhys, you're going to have to try something new. And Lobbet there, you can see he's not got the straight line speed. Saunders has, he's got the toe as well. It's a 10 as they cross the start-finish line, and as they make their way towards turn number 1, it's going to be a move up the inside from Saunders for the lead of this race. Lobbet's on the outside, he tries to carry it all the way through. Respectful racing given between the two of them as they come through turn number 2. Lobbet's still on the inside. Rose have closed up behind as well now as they come into turn 3, and Lobbet retakes the lead by a hair as they head up towards turn number 5. Onto the braking zone they go. Saunders all over the back of Lobbet, and it's gone wrong for it's Damian Lobbet. Their car goes round. He catches it in time. Now, was there contact? Was it just Lobbet under braking who got it wrong? Mark Johnson's now making a bit more of a successful recovery drive. He has gained two places relative to his starting position, and then as soon as I say that, the commentator's curse strikes, and goodness me, Rhys Saunders meanwhile comes out the pit lane, and as he does, looking back to the elite lead battle here, he makes way out, and look at that, there's nothing between it. Rhys Saunders comes back out ahead of Eric Rosehead by 2 tenths. The Lamborghini coming downhill here on the direction change, takes a bit of apex curve and coming into 15, the rear of the car lets go. Now Pete Cox comes into the scene in the instant as he does, gets the power on, and the rear tyre, the rear right, as he tries to get the power down, goes to the gravel. You can see Sharples here feels a lot more comfortable running in that negative downforce with that dirty air, which wipes all the downforce from the car as they come in towards turn number 7. But there, Tremenda McAllister goes a bit deep under brake, and Sharples says, okay, I'm going all in. And as they come through, his elbows out there between Sharples and Tremenda McAllister, and I think trying to give one another space. But as they come down into the braking zone, Sharples will not be too pleased for that whatsoever. And Lever here under pressure now from Tremenda McAllister in the run down the back straight, where it's going to be the battle of the Lamborghini versus the Porsche, where the Lamborghini running the Audi V10 engine in the back of it. And as they come up towards turn 16, McAllister on the inside there under braking. He's on the right, you picture Lever on the left. Well, Lever's going to try and outbrake the Porsche, but he's going to go very deep in consequence. And with that, oh goodness me, and Sharples gets it wrong. Meanwhile, we look here to the battle for P5 in the AM class between Barjack and Sani. Sani fills the inside on the right, you picture Barjack's on the left. It's going to be the battle of the brakes. The Porsche will have the brakes, but the BMW's got the authority in the inside into the turn 16 hairpin. Sani goes a bit deep, he forces Barjack to go even deeper, and Sani gets the move done. The Norwegian there playing it smart on the brakes and making sure that Barjack could not cut him back. And as they make their way out the final corner onto one more lap of racing, here they go, ladies and gentlemen. But meanwhile, it's going to be Barjack who tries to come back. Sani defends the middle of the road, and as they come into left hand, Sani takes the position and confirms it. But as they come out of turn of 1 on towards 2, meanwhile, we do look from them back to your race leaders, and here is Rhys Saunders from Team Year 1, and right now fully in control of this race as he comes on through the hairpin for the final time. Behind him, Rosev and Moles together, but the problem is there's not going to be a way through for them as Rhys Saunders comes to the line. It's going to be his first win of the season, and what a way to do it for Team Year 1 as he crosses the line. Your elite and overall winner ahead of Eric Rosev P2. Ryan Moles P3, and a brilliant strategic masterclass there for Moles. And Damian Lobbet missed out on the podium, P4 for Similar Esports, ahead of Chris Kirkland, who takes his first pro win of the season, P5 overall for Downforce Racing, ahead of Charles Phillips, second place in the pro class, P6 overall, and a great drive for the Phillips GP drive ahead of Joe Newman. And then it will be Thomas Attal, P8, Casper Bronto completes the pro podium there for Old Duty Cars, P9, and Jack Wybon comes to the line for his first and win of the season for TPA Racing. He lost it at Fuji, he missed it at Jerez, but he's made it count today. Neil Smith takes another AM podium for Disaster Prone Racing, P2 in class, P20 overall ahead of Aaron Beaver, and then it will be Bevan Thompson ahead of Satinder Dinsa, who with a third place finish in the AM class picks up his best performance so far in his UKSimRacing GT3 League history career. But the TT Sim Sport Toa driver absolutely flying on pace today and gaining 7 places along the way.